Looks really good. This is just yearning for some butter, yeah, or whatever your favorite in eating with bread. Hey guys, welcome back to Cliffy's Kitchen. Always a pleasure having you. The last time we promised you barbecue chicken, but by popular demand, guess what? Some of our subscribers been requesting that we do hard-dough bread. So follow me as I go through the motion of preparing you a nice hard-dough bread which you can do in your own kitchen. Let's get it going. These are the ingredients for our hard-dough bread. We have 2 cups of warm water, 2 teaspoons of salt, 6 tablespoons of brown sugar, 4 teaspoons of dry active yeast, 1 egg, which I'll explain some more in the video about the use of it, and 6 tablespoons of melted butter. In our container we have 6 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to combine these together and you'll see how the process works. So now I'm going to put my yeast in this bowl, and my sugar, and my water. And we're going to stir it together. Your water must be hot enough to dissolve the yeast, but it should not be too hot. If it's too hot, it will also kill the yeast so that you don't get that rising from it, but hot enough to dissolve it. So here I'm now going to cover my yeast maybe for another 8 to 10 minutes, and by then it should rise to the point of doubling the amount that is in there, and then it's time to really combine other things with it. Here is what our yeast looks like. Real good yeast. It rises really well. So I'm now going to go in with my salt in my standing mixer, and my butter, time to go in with our yeast. I'm just gonna pour some, not all of it. Okay, go. Time for mixing now, friends. So we raise our mixer and turn on to the first speed and just watch how it gets itself together. I'm now going in with the next half of the yeast. So now it's time to dust our table lightly with flour so that when we turn out the dough on it, we have less sticking. It goes like this. Yes, and I will always also make sure that my hands are properly dusted too. So now this. Nice, this was really nicely mixed. The mixer did a very good job. Okay, notice it's even starts stretching already. We're just going to get a little of that flour in. I can tell you there's no air pocket in this, so the mixing process was really very thorough. And we don't need a lot of flour for this dough either, because the amount that we use was really it was enough. so it makes for less use of flour right now. Okay friends, it's time for the proofing process now. It starts with greasing our container with some vegetable oil in preparation to put back that dough in it. After which we will take it to the oven, which is already warm, and we will let it stay there for about 30 to 35 minutes. And by then it should be ready for portioning into loaves. Alright, this is nicely greased. We lift now and we will rest it in there. Alright, and we go with our covering and into our oven. So look at our dough. It really rises to the cause. Looks really good. I'm going to punch it down now. This is the process. Ooh. Okay, and then we're going to flour our surface. Pour it out now on the surface. Wow, looks really good. So look what we do now. A little more flour, and we go in with our hand. Mark you need to have clean sharp nails like what I'm having here. I try to make sure that that is okay for the occasion, and do this. This dough can make you at least, it was designed for making 2 large loaves, right? Seems we can do 2.5. So now I'm going to cut this dough in 2. Each piece will represent a loaf. Looks like a large loaf. Notice the size of my pans. Yes. So in making your loaf, you notice that the loaf is stretchy, right? Stretchy, that means it's well kneaded. The machine did a good job, and so we are going to do like this now. Fold it over, and this is it. This is a loaf. Rest it in our pan. I will do similarly with this one. Make sure it's stretchy. Then you fold it over. And get it into our already greased bread pan. Alright, okay, I'm now going to transfer these into a warm oven. Not hot, just warm enough to continue. You know, the yeast will recognize that and react to the heat, whatever little warmth is there, and create the final rising process or proofing process. This should take about 25 minutes. So friends, this is what our loaf looks like after 20 minutes, just in a warm space. Remember that egg I showed you earlier on? I broke it into this, add 2 tablespoons of water to it to make an egg wash. We're gonna lightly put some on to this. I will say lightly, you don't need it too heavy. This will really help to give it a nice golden brown finish or crust. Right? And notice you do it delicately because you don't want the bread to lose the size, the fact that it has risen to this point. You don't want to press on it. Right? So it goes like that. So our oven was heated to 350. It just went off, signaling readiness for the bread. So I'm gonna put it in, and after 25 minutes to half an hour, we'll come back and take you there to see what our end product is. That's what our finished product looks like. Take good note of it. Nice golden brown color. Of course, that was also achieved with the help of the egg wash. That's optional really. You could get your color even without it, but it really makes it outstanding. So as we said, that's optional. You can have your nice homemade bread with jam, with cheese, with butter, your choice. And of course, it's time to really cut it to see what inside of it looks like. Wow. See friends, looks really good. This is just yearning for some butter, yeah, or whatever your favorite in eating with bread. You spread it on and have some. As a matter of fact, it's really up to you, but that's what I'm going to do right now. So then, with our video coming to an end, we want to say thanks to you all for watching it to the very end. Of course, we appreciate your continuous support, and of course, if you continue sharing it with your friends, we appreciate that too. Give it a thumbs up. Put your suggestions in the box below so we can see what you would like next. Don't be afraid to do that. This was a request and we brought it forward. Above all, if you're a new viewer to our channel, please remember to like it and to subscribe and to share it with your friends. We appreciate your support and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.